I thought I had it figured out, believed in us, we were meant to be, no doubt. A teenage love, everybody else could see the way we were, living in a fantasy. When I kiss her, I don't know where we're going, I don't know at all. I don't know how we're growing, I'll be moving on, I'll be moving on. Gotta let it go.
Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Hopefully I sound alright. So I switched to the BRB screen because I was going to stay on that whilst I talk, but I thought no, I'll get on this screen instead. So yeah, sorry I haven't streamed all week. It's been a busy week for me. I won't go into detail on some of it because some of it's, you know, really personal, but it doesn't directly affect me, but it had a domino effect on the personal thing. Had a like domino effect, but I was involved. I didn't have to be, but me not getting involved, I kind of made it. It doesn't matter. I don't want to go into it, but yeah, that happened. But so I had to deal with that. Then I went to an eye appointment. I found out I had swelling behind my eyes, and they weren't sure what it was. I don't know if it was like one or both, but I went to like Specsavers in the UK, in England, because my first like appointment with them, because I switched from Boots Opticians, and I went with them and they did the test, and they was like, yeah, you've got swelling behind your eyes, and we don't advise you get your. We're going to give you your prescription, your new prescription that you need, but you advise you to get your. You know, this takes priority. And I think she explained it to me a little bit, and like asked if I had symptoms, and I think she was like, I think from what I described at the time, I could obviously, you know, trying to remember everything off the top of my head when I've got terrible memories is difficult for me. Like trying to remember everything, if I've ever had the symptoms, when I've got bad memory, and it could, like the last time I had a symptom could have been months apart. Like it's tough for me, right? But what I could describe off the top of my head, like she was like, it's. I think she was like, I can't really remember. I think she was like surprised, like, you know, the fact that you've got this behind your eyes and you're like seeing perfectly fine is odd. Like it's really weird. So I had to go to the hospital the next day, because I went back thinking I won't be for a bit probably, right? And then I got a call to go to the hospital the next day. So that happened. So yeah, that was fun. Then I had to hopefully the audio's okay. Then I had to like go to the hospital the next day because it was like really urgent. I was like, can I not, like where I've got to go to, it's like an hour journey by train, maybe like an hour and a half by bus, which isn't super far, but it's like it's early in the morning and I've got to help out with stuff early in the morning. So it's like, how am I supposed to help out with what I usually have to help out with and then do that at the same time? It's cutting it close. But I did it. I got a train there and back, and it wasn't actually that dear. It was like maybe slightly dearer than a bus, than what it would cost for me to bus it. So it wasn't that bad. It was what it would. In fact, I'd have to get 2 buses probably. I think. Well, I don't know if. Yeah, I'd have to probably get 2 buses. So it was probably cheaper. No, actually, it works out cheaper to train it. It's cheaper than just the journey to the like town or city, but it would work out deal with the buses if I had to get 2. If I with 2, I think maybe it was like, I don't know if there was even a journey you could do 2. I don't know if it's like, I think there was one way you could do a train and a bus, or just straight up just a train. I don't know why you want to do a train and a bus if you could just straight up do a train. I think it's because the train involved walking. And I guess the train and bus journey is for those who can't walk it. They have like really bad mobility, so it's for those who don't want to walk it at all. Anyway, I went there and I was there for like I think a good couple hours, and oh man, it was rough. I mean, it wasn't like rough in terms of like, you know, tests, but it was like rough in terms of like how long I had to be there. Have a test, wait a bit, have a test, wait a bit, have a test, wait a bit. And the gist of it was like, you don't have any symptoms that would cause a concern, like this swelling behind your eyes. All the symptoms that you should be having that would cause would be cause for concern, you don't seem to have any of them. And I think that he'd said a lot of stuff, and I don't remember half of it because like I'm not a doctor, and you know, it'd have to explain it to me a couple of times or really dumb it down for me. I thought I said something weird there, but yeah, that happened, and so yeah, It was rough. But he basically said like it could be abnormal. Like but I didn't say abnormal. But he said like it could be like it could just be the way you're born. From what it looks like, it's just like a, you know, like I guess you could say a genetic defect. Anyway, that happened. So I think like Wednesday, Thursday was like, so like get to that the halfway point in the week was where like I was maybe okay. Right, I didn't have anything going on. I didn't have to do anything. So yeah, that happened. I think it wasn't until like Wednesday that like, you know, I finally had like a day where it was okay. Then obviously, you know, like I would have taken Monday off to relax anyway. I want to take Monday off, but I think I said that. I think I said like before last week. I think I said like I'm going to take like a day or so off. Then I end up streaming like Sunday. I think maybe I think I streamed Sunday, which was supposed to be the day I'm taking off, but I feel like streaming anyway. I think it's time I take Monday off, but then all this shit happened, and I wanted to take a break anyway, and I started playing a new game, Exoprimal. So all the stuff happening, plus the fact that, you know, I wanted to take a bit of a break. You know, anyway, I thought like, you know, I should at least get a stream in. I might stream tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. But if I only have one stream this week because of, you know, it's been a hectic week, at least it's the visual novel stream. Right, that's like the main one. Obviously fighting, I want to get better at fighting games and all that, right, and they're a focus for me. But if nothing else, the visual novel, right, because that's long overdue. So anyway, we'll get down to the actual game now. Sorry for everyone here who's lurking away, who wants to actually watch me play the visual novel. It's just I wanted to, like, you know, update you on why I've been absent all week. I mean, there might be some who's just interested in the visual novel and haven't kept up with everything else, so you don't really care. It's like the first you've seen me stream this week. But for those of you who actually give a damn about me streaming, like, you know, you actually enjoy watching me, which, if you know, for the few of you that are there, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just been a hectic week. So I think I might have to have another appointment in like 2 weeks. To just double check. There's like another department. They're gonna have me. The doc said he's gonna have me examined by another department just to triple check that it's nothing bad. Because he can only examine so much. Obviously, he's only trained to do so much. So they're gonna have another department to examine me just in case there is something that he's missed. But it's looking like it's just a genetic defect or an abnormality. He didn't even give me any medication or anything, so it can't be anything bad. But I'm going to be examined, I think, in like 2 weeks just to be sure, by another department, which I forget what the name of it is. So yeah, that's been my week. But anyway, let's get down to the visual novel. I might stream tomorrow. I might stream some fighting games tomorrow, Mortal Kombat, and one of my other games I want to stream is one of my other fighting games. But if I don't stream tomorrow and I just, you know, I pick up, you know, streaming a couple of days next week, then at least this week I've got out one stream. But I apologise for not streaming. It's been a hectic week, and, you know, what was me maybe taking one day off, I end up taking obviously like practically the whole week off. So anyway, let's get down to the visual novel. Let's actually get down to it, and yeah, let's do it. So yeah, sorry I haven't been around for the whole week, but, you know, it was a hectic week. It was a hectic week. So I've actually updated my my software. I've actually adjusted my PC, so it should be better now in some aspects, to be fair. There we go. Oh wow, let's do it. So where we last left off, here we are. There we go. So where we last left off, I love that I can tab out. Well, this game's windowed anyway, but I love that it's coded in a way where I can, even though it's windowed, I can tab out of the game and not be an active window, and the audio still plays. Because on Mortal Kombat, as you know, not only is the audio weird, but it also mutes the audio when I tab out of the game, so it's so annoying. But yeah, so where we last left off, we redid I restreamed part 4, because I did stream it originally, I think, on Twitch. Then I downloaded it and was I was gonna edit it, but then I took many months off, like over half a year off, and then obviously I've come back to streaming, and so I could have edited part 4, but instead I think I was even considering to do the entire game again, but I was like half lazy or semi-lazy and thought, okay, I'll just restream part 4, and then go from there. That way I don't have to edit part 4. I can just stream it and, just get right into it, right? Even though I have to redo part 4. But so I did that, and we did a little bit more. And so basically we took Kaori, I'm going to pronounce her name wrong every time, to get her phone replaced or tablet replaced, because we almost ran her over at the start of the game. All episodes are available, all parts are available on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Obviously, Trovo, Twitch, Kick, whatever platform you're watching on, if you check in the description, there'll be a link to my YouTube channel, or link to my YouTube channel, or in the description. For some of the streaming platforms, there'll be like buttons with the YouTube logo that you can click on that, and it'll take you to my channel. If you want to do it manually, it's at Lee Ancient Scribe, or just go on YouTube, type in Ancient Scribe, and it's my logo, my wizard hat logo. But the channel name is at Lee Ancient Scribe, LE Ancient Scribe, which is the Ancient Scribe. Lee stands for Lee means French in the. Lee is French for the. So it's the Ancient Scribe, because Ancient Scribe, I think, was taken. The Ancient Scribe, I guess, was all the usernames I could have chosen were taken. Maybe I could have gone for Ancient Scribe Official, but that just sounds stupid. I'm not a music artist. So anyway, we took her to the store. We got our phone fixed again. For like maybe the 3rd time. The 2nd time stream-wise, but the 3rd time in total times I played this game. Or played through that part. So we got that done. And then we watched... I don't know if we watched a movie or not. We hanged out with our sister and her friends. And they're like, I think 15. So it's like... Ooh. I don't know how old they are, but it's like red flag age. Right? So we did that, and then we went to bed. I don't know if we did anything else in the episode. Oh, and we also, Brosif, our bro, forget his name, but we'll call him Brosif, because he calls us bros, we'll call him Brosif. We chose to go to hang out with him at the arcade. So we did Kaori, got her phone fixed, or tablet fixed, or bought a new one, and we got into an argument with another guy who's really into Samsung, or whatever the off-brand names they're using in this game. And then we agreed to meet Brosif at the arcade. And I don't know if there's anything else that happened in part 4, but that's about it. But again, no, all the episodes are available on YouTube. Part 1, 2, 3 are videos, like the edited videos. And then part 4 and this one, part 5, were live streamed. But they're all in the Ace Academy playlist. So if you want to watch all of them, they're all on YouTube. If you want to just watch the live stream ones, they're just in the live stream tab on my YouTube channel, or all in the Ace Academy playlist. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's actually get into the game now. Sorry for the long intro, but I talk a lot. This is how I do. So yeah, let's get into it. Oh, wait, what?
One day.
Hey, what? I swear we went to meet Brosif. Yeah, we did. No, that's an old save. Oh, that's a January one. That's probably when I originally did part 4. See, I need to think of the actual date. No, July 15th. Yeah, we want July 15th. That was literally this day last week. So yeah, that is this one. Sorry. No! Oh, fuck me. Right, load. 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 Oh my god, man. Why was it on the save tab? I get it. It's all, mate. It's because, you know, the first thing you want to do is save it, but went to load, not save. Oh god damn it. Right, that's the latest one, so let's go to that one. Yes. Oh my good god, that was so annoying. Oh, spoilers. Ignore the spoilers. Ignore the spoilers. Ignore the spoilers. Right, it's this one. There we go. Right, we have the save. This is I don't know if this was the just as we ended part 4, but this is the one. Right, let's go meet Broseph at the arcade. After hanging up, I head out to the arcade. As I enter the building, I spot Show. As I enter the building, I spot Show waving at me. As I join him, he leads me deeper into the arcade. Where are we going?
To a game which will showcase our skills.
But the gear simulators are the other way.
Not those skills.
Show steps in front of a shooting game and pulls out a gun. Show steps in front of a shooting game and pulls a gun out of the holster.
Shall we see who the better marksman is?
The game has inbuilt sensors, so we can duck to the side to take cover or peek out, and the game will read that movement. It's a team-based game, but it sounds like Show wants to turn it into a competition. How about we work together instead? You're on. No. We want to compete, man. You compete with your bros. You compete, man. You kick the shit out of each other. That's how it works. You're on. How about we raise the stakes?
I like the sound of that. What were you thinking?
Loser buys the winner lunch for a whole week.
I never took you for a gambling man.
Keeps things spicy. I'm not gambling when the results are already 9. That's the one. That's the one. It isn't gambling if I know I'm going to win.
Oh, well, let's see how confident you are after this.
We throw a couple of tokens into the machine. Once the game loads, we jump straight into the action. Show takes the lead and leads us straight into an enemy encampment.
You're falling behind, Broseph. Ah!
A large wave of enemies spawn on Show's side.
Ah, crap, I'm pinned. Give me some cover.
Help Show. Nope. You're on your own, buddy. Remember, we made a bet. And I can't win if I'm helping a loser. See you later. No, we will help him. We will do it. We will help our bro. We will be merciful. It's still a team game. Alright, I'm going in. I take out the shooters, pinning him down.
I knew you'd pull through. Time to finish off this wave.
Yep. We cleared the game. However, we aren't fast enough to make the leaderboard. Maybe if we hadn't spent the beginning competing, it might have been different.
Not bad.
Yeah. After our shooting match, we head for the gear simulators.
Aw, no way.
There's a long line which snakes around some of the other gaming stations.
Well, I guess I should have expected this.
Why are there so many people?
It's because of the new update to the simulators.
Update?
The arcade has new prototype weapons by Elusive Enterprises installed into the sim.
Huh. Wonder what kind of weapons.
Not sure, but I can't wait to find out.
You're pretty excited about this. He scratches his head and wears a sheepish grin.
Yeah, it's because I really do like gears.
What got you into them in the first place? Joe looks like he's struggling to find the words.
Nah, it's stupid.
I'm sure it's not. You can't. See, I'm sure it's not. You can tell me. It's strange to see him look so serious. After a few seconds of hesitation, Sho finally speaks.
I got beat up a lot as a kid.
Ah, the plot thickens. Now I feel like a jerk. I'm sorry, I didn't know. He takes a deep breath.
I was always the one being picked on in class or after school. That's why I hung out alone a lot. Then one year, my mom bought me this sweet Gear action figure for my birthday. Man, I loved that thing. It was so awesome. But the kids from my class, they pulled it from my hands and laughed as the leader smashed it against the concrete.
No, ma'am.
I sat there, my eyes red from crying, and I thought, if only I had a real Gear.
Uh-huh. And this is the part where you tell me your father was the mastermind behind it all. He did it to make you stronger.
How did you know?
Sho looks at me with amazement.
Nothing gets past you, huh?
So, what's the real story? I mean, I didn't know that. I was just reading that how I thought it should be read, but it turns out I should have read it differently, but I didn't know the context to what my character, why my character was thinking that, saying that. Either way, Sho shrugs. So what was I say? So, what's the real story? Sho shrugs.
There isn't one. There's just a feeling, you know? Being inside the cockpit, your hands on the control panels, and the only thing you see out of your visuals is down the barrel of your opponent's rifle.
You mean like the thrill? Didn't take you for an adrenaline junkie?
That's not exactly it. In a match, everyone is an equal. You could be the son of the president or missing a leg or whatever, and none of that matters. All that matters is if you have what it takes to win.
Or if you don't have arms, you can't pilot the mech, can you? But I get the point. I'm sure with how advanced mechs are, they can work around you not having limbs or whatever. Like, you know, you can get prosthetic arms or legs and they're high tech enough that they can actually plug into the mech, so you're actually the one walking. Like, you feel the mech. Maybe with artificial limbs, synthetic limbs, I guess, sorry. With synthetic limbs, you might even actually be a better pilot because you can actually feel the mech move. And yeah, the downside is you feel the impact, but you'll also feel the weight of the mech, and you can actually, you know, move. You can actually, you know, you can pilot the mech in a different way to ones who just do it by using the controls, because you can feel the movement. You can react in a better way than they can. Well, matches aren't really equal. If you're the son of the president, you could have the best equipped gear in the nation, which will obviously give you an advantage over the gear with average equipment.
True, which is why matches held between standard gears are my favorite. Then it really is based on skill alone.
Sho is unusually serious. Sho is unusually serious and speaks in earnest. Although he's still smiling, it's not his usual goofy grin. He might come off as someone who doesn't take anything seriously. But after what he just shared, I get the feeling this facade hides a mind that is observant and alert. Interesting.
I don't share that with a lot of people. I don't think they'd understand.
I really don't know what to say. Luckily, Sho's signature grin returns.
Anyway, good talk.
You can talk to me anytime. Yep, no need to repeat it. No, I'm not going to say that, man. He just buried his soul to me, and it's obviously hard for him to do. And he doesn't do it with everybody. So am I really going to be a dick at a time when he's showing to bury his soul, when he doesn't usually do it, and when he does, it's very rare and with only a handful of people, at most. So I'm not going to be a dick and ruin that trust that he's placed in me. I've got your back, bro.
That's great, because there was something else on my mind.
Wow. So soon? I mean, I didn't know you felt the same way. When I said earlier, before the call, when I said, you know, I want to go on a date with you, I think I said that in part 4. I was just joking, but I mean, if you're actually into it, I mean, we'll see where the mood takes us, you know. Show just laughs. The line dwindles as we've been talking, and before we know it, it's our turn.
Looks like we're next.
Give me a second. Sorry about that. Someone's at my door. What's going on? Oh, yeah. When I get home, Uncle Kato is When I get home, Uncle Kato is lounging on the couch with his feet up on the coffee table and staring intently at his laptop. Mountains of papers and folders surround him, with a few loose pieces strewn across the floor. Hey, Uncle. Is Nikki home? Clearly startled, Kato spins to face me and loses the rest of his papers in a scattered mess. He rubs at his eyes before letting out a resigned sigh, and kneels to pick him up. I bend down to help. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
It's not your fault. Sometimes this house can be too quiet.
Quiet? I guess that means Nikki isn't home. He gives me a weak smile. I can tell he's tired. Kato's been working late almost every night since Nikki and I arrived. I hope he's not overworking himself. I handle the papers I collected and he begins sorting them into folders again. Can I help? He hesitates, then shakes his head.
Thanks, bud, but I've got it.
I sit beside him anyway. What are you working on?
Just some work stuff.
Right. Actually, now that I think about it, I really don't know what Uncle Kato does for a living. What kind of work stuff?
A lot of things.
He's been awfully evasive with his answers. I knew it, he's a secret agent. Okay, I can take a hint. I fall silent, not wanting to disturb him any further. I think that's the best option. We don't want to push his buttons. It's late. He's been working hard, and he's got putting a roof over our head. You know. Don't want to. If the guy doesn't want to talk, and it's clearly he doesn't want to open up. Let's not push him. I fall silent, not wanting to disturb him any further. After a few seconds, Kato glances at me.
You okay?
Yeah, I just didn't want to bother you. I can tell you're busy. So I right click, tried to move my mouse out, but it didn't work. Yeah, I just didn't want to bother you. I can tell you're busy.
Oh, no, you're not bothering me. I'm just a little distracted since I'm doing a final look at our contracts for the restaurant.
Although that being said, contracts, don't you have an department that handles those?
Yeah, we do, but as regional manager, I have to look at them first to make sure they include everything we discussed. Then I send it to the deal desk to make sure all the legalese is correct and that there are no hidden clauses.
He pats the pile of papers closest to him.
We're opening up a new cafe in the next month, hence all the new contracts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Actually, it won't be too far away. You know that empty lot in the strip mall?
The one that's been under construction?
Yep, that's where it'll be.
That's pretty close. I'll have to stop by after it opens and check it out.
Have you been to any of our other restaurants yet?
Of course, I did it again, sorry. Please do not be disappointed. Wait, what? Time to wing it. I'll just be honest. I didn't know you had restaurants.
Really? When you were little, I used to take you there when you visited. Don't you remember?
Kind of. But I didn't know those were your restaurants.
I used to bring you food straight from the kitchen.
I was 5. I thought everyone did that. He laughs.
Fair point. Well, if you get the chance, you should try the place near the park. It serves Western-style cuisine and is very popular in Isukaze. I know it won't be exactly like the food you had back in the States, but I'd be curious to see how you like it.
Sure. That sounds great. He grins at me before turning back to his stack. I should probably let him work. I'm going to go upstairs. Good luck with all of this.
Thanks.
Sorry, I had to burp. Alright, well that's it everybody. Thank you for watching. We will. So we loaded that one up at 5:51 and then it's 9 minutes. We've been going for about 50 minutes. Not bad. Not bad pace. Not bad pace at all. I head to my room and do another quick search on the SBA. Then decide to check out what other clubs are at Ace. It looks like there's a club for everything. Tennis, cooking, business, culture. At some point, I vaguely hear voices downstairs. Nikki must be home. After a quick convo, she comes upstairs and I hear her shut the door to her room. I continue surfing the net, but after a while, my eyelids start to droop and I crawl into bed before drifting to sleep. My alarm snaps me out of my slumber. With a groan, I reach outside my blanket in search of the coveted snooze button. 5:45 AM. What possessed me to set my alarm at such an ungodly hour? Oh right, the physical education class I have this morning. Any normal human being would have picked a more reasonable time for this course, which explains why his time slot was the only one available. I climb out of bed and begin my morning routine. After getting ready, I head downstairs to an empty living room. Kato and Nikki must still be asleep. Like any other normal person. I power feast through breakfast and head on my way. An uneventful drive later, I'm waiting outside the gymnasium. Some zombie-like students wait with me. The rest are passed out on the campus benches. A cheerful voice, too cheery for the current time of day, breaks through my reverie, and I see two familiar faces approaching. Show is beaming, but I can see the same. Show is beaming, but I can't say the same about Carrie. Her eyes are hardly open as she yawns, barely mustering a nod of acknowledgement. I'm with Carrie, I am. I'm not a morning person at all. I rub my eyes, barely able to stay conscious.
You're not a morning person either?
Before I get a chance to reply, Sho smacks my back hard and I stumble a few paces. Carrie staggers too. She whips around and stomps a foot towards Sho. Her drowsy expression is replaced with one of fire.
Ow! What was that for?
Just waking you both up for a wonderful day of gym class.
What an arsehole. Carrie and I both shoot piercing glances towards Sho. I'm going to end him.
Not before I do.
Sho steps back, his hands going up defensively.
Whoa, guys, chillax. So scary.
What's up with you two picking this at as your time slot for the course?
We could ask the same for you.
I transferred into the program late, so this was the only class available. Carrie crosses her arms.
I guess that makes sense.
And you guys?
We were originally in a later class, but decided to change out.
Any reason why? Sho looks at Carrie. She sighs before shuddering. Shuddering? Sho looks at Carrie. She sighs before shrugging her shoulders.
Remember when we told you about us forming our own team because it didn't work out with the previous one?
Yeah.
Let's just say we all decided to take the same gym class to train together, but as you know, it didn't work out.
Sounds more like a falling out. Sho rubs the back of his head.
Something like that. In any case, we figured it'd be easier to switch out than deal with that awkwardness every week.
Right, for details, drop it for now. It's a cover. Carrie must have joined to see me. No, I'll drop it for now, man. It's not my business. I guess that makes sense. We hear a click as the building door unlocks.
Sorry for the wait, everyone. We had a little issue with the gym schedule, but that's now been resolved. Please make your way to the locker rooms, then meet at Gymnasium 3.
Awesome. See you there, Cowrie. Come with me, Brosif.
So if you get my sniffles, my lips smacking and everything, but I feel like that maybe was a thing on the last stream when I was doing this, but it's not something I can entirely help. My mics, I've moved my mic around, and I think I got it set up for last stream, yeah. For when I did part 4. I don't think it was specifically part 4. I think I just wanted to improve my audio quality, but I've moved my mic around. It's like much closer to my face now, whereas before it was like kind of in the vicinity of my face, but off to the side. This is off to the side, but it's right in front of my face and off to the side. Like literally, my beard is touching the mic, and I've got a big bushy beard. But it's like I move my neck, I move my like neck up and down, and I can like brush against the pop filter. So if you heard that, I apologize. But yeah, it's so if you can hear the lips smacking and everything. But my friend helped me. Obviously, I did audio filters last week, I believe, and my friend Monstrosity like suggested I turn down the gain a little bit. So hopefully it sounded good last week, I believe, but hopefully it sounds even better now. But yeah, if you can hear my lips smacking and the sniffles and all that crap, I apologise, but there's not really much I can do about that. I've pretty much improved the audio as far as I can, even with help. And watching videos and shit, so there's probably more I could do, but it's in a good, the audio I believe is in a good place. So if you can hear my lips smacking and all that, I could probably adjust it more, but then it's like there's echo in my room, so I'd have to do sound dampening, and like there's more I could do, but I think for what I'm willing to do, it's good for as is. So anyway, let's continue. Sho pushes me towards the men's locker room. We quickly change into our uniforms, then Sho and I head towards the gym. Even with all the training equipment inside, the space still feels huge. Flags and banners from past victories hang on the walls and ceiling. Typical of Ace Academy, everything looks pristine.
Hello?
Sho's voice snaps me back to reality. Oh, the ghost. I don't know the lyrics. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's up?
Jeez, zoning out like that when I'm asking you such an important question? It's almost like you don't care.
I don't. Sorry. What did you ask?
What's your favorite flavor of Dongo?
I think he and I have different definitions for what is an important question. I suppose it's something in my peripheral vision distracts me from answering. Whoa. A group of girls enter in the gym wearing nothing but their panties and a t-shirt. This can't be right. I rub my eyes, but the magical sight remains in full focus. What's going on?
Huh?
The girls over there just walking around in their panties. Sho glances excitedly, but deflates a second later.
What are you talking about, Brosif?
How are you not seeing this?
See what? Girls wearing their gym uniforms?
It's incredibly revealing. Sho stares for a moment.
I still don't get it. That's what they've always worn, ever since elementary school.
Ah, so he's desensitized because it's what he's always been used to. See, that's the difference with the Western world, and I don't know. Obviously, this is just a game, right? And I don't know what culture, what culture, maybe Japanese culture. Obviously, that you're going to Japan, so they've obviously been inspired by Japanese, Asian culture, right? But I won't go too much into it because obviously this obviously isn't a stream for kids, but at the same time, I've not marked it as an 18+ stream, so I'm going to try to, even though I'm going to joke and push the boundaries, for comedy and content, I'm going to, I don't want to go too into it, but obviously, desensitization, it could work wonders. It can have its problems, but I mean, he's obviously he doesn't faze him because he's used to it, you know. Whereas over here, you know, you see, you know, a pair of melons, right? You're going to, you know, I mean, for me at least, I'm about, woo, melons, woo, you know, because I love my fruits or whatever a melon is. You know, I saw melons 10 years ago. You know, melons 10 years ago. Woo! I see melons now. Woo! You know, I mean, that's even a meme. You know, like it doesn't. I mean, like it's not really much difference. Sorry, checking the stream quality.
Actually, now that you mention it.
I watch your show, face reddens.
My God! What have you done?
Oh. He wasn't desensitized. No, he wasn't desensitized. He was blissfully unaware. I guess because he was desensitized, because it's always what he's always been used to. But used to. But he was desensitized in the fact he was blissfully unaware. Now I've shattered the glass ceiling. I've made him see their uniform from a different perspective, and that's opened up his view. I took away the blissful ignorance.
I won't be able to focus in this class anymore.
Come on. Couldn't believe. Sorry, come on. I couldn't have been the only one seeing this.
You were. I was desensitized.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Because my memories never
I was right.
this entire with perversion, and thus there was nothing to be perverted about.
I was desensitized. It was what I've always been used to, but now you've made me see them in a new light, and it's ruined it for me. Look, if I'm gonna burn, in the words of Katniss, if I burn, you burn with me. What the heck are you talking about?
I don't know, Matt. I'm too distracted to think clearly.
What are you two yelling about?
We both spin around and see Kaori, we both spin around and see Kaori. She's also wearing she's also wearing what no one in their right mind would dub a gym uniform. We both spin around and see Kaori. She was also wearing what no one in their right mind would dub a... Wait, what? Oh, I sort of read that already. Sorry, I thought I clicked and I thought it was a bit of new line. Well, it was new line of text, but not a whole new block of text. Her porcelain legs are completely free of blemish, and the way the material shows off her body makes it clear she works hard to stay fit. How can she wear something like this? Swiggity swoody, I'm going for that booty. Hey, you in superb results. She must be a fetish model. Swiggity swoody, I'm coming for that booty. I mean, he says like, no one in their right mind done this uniform, but what about when people go for swimming? I guess because you're underwater, so you're not really going to see them. But then, like, people wear bikini, you know, women, and I don't want to say. I don't know if I said that for sure, but I don't want to. I felt like I went to say it, but didn't. So I feel like it might sound weird. But you know, women, young ladies, you know, they wear, you know, they wear bikinis and stuff and shrimp trunks and stuff. Like, you know, I don't think it. I think it's been a little. I think it's overreacting. I've been a little bit. If it's, you know, unless you've been living under a rock, it's not that bad. But you know, I know maybe it comes from maybe in this game, you know, it comes from a country where like they're heavily clothed. You know, where I've grown up, you know, this looks like a gym uniform to me. I don't think I would be phased if I saw this gym uniform. I guess they look like it looks like she's wearing swimming trunks, but there's no pool. So, you know, maybe I get where it's coming from to an extent, but I don't think it's that bad. I don't know what I'm saying, it's to a serious place, but again, we joke here, we talk serious stuff, you know, it's a range of topics, you know. But anyway, let's choose a comedy option. Enough seriousness. Sweetie's booty, I'm coming for that booty. Sho and I continue to stare. She steps back in confusion.
What's wrong with you guys?
Kaori? I think you dropped your hairband.
Huh? I didn't bring a hairband.
Then what's that? I point to the floor behind her. She turns around, revealing a delicately fine backside.
I don't see anything.
I offer a fist bump to Show, who happily reciprocates. Sorry, my mistake. Kaori turns to face us. She raises an eyebrow at our grinning faces, slightly irritated.
You two are acting weirder than normal.
A few moments go by as we wait for class to start. We're just going to move past it. By the way, have you guys thought about what we should do for sponsorship?
Not quite.
No.
Sho and I both glance at Kaori in surprise, and she crosses her arms.
What?
You're usually on top of this stuff.
I've been busy. This team isn't the only thing I focus on.
Before Sho and I can say anything else, I intervene. Sorry, before Sho, I thought it was Sho and I. Before, I don't know what I said, I don't read it that way. Before Sho, I was about to say it again. Before Sho could say anything else, I intervene. That's okay, I might have a lead anyway.
Really?
She doesn't need to sound so surprised. Yeah, you know the SBA? They both nod. I know somebody who works for them. She's agreed to help us find a sponsor. Sho claps me on the back.
This is why I chose you to join our team. You make things happen.
No, it's because you were desperate and didn't have anybody else, but alright. Are you sure it's not because I was the only person available? Exactly. Kaori snorts, but Sho's unfazed.
That too.
Sho's about to speak again when Kaori shushes him.
Be quiet. Class is about to start.
The professor waits for the room to quiet down before he begins the class. The professor diminishes the class. Sorry, diminishes? Oh my god. The professor dismisses the class, and the three of us file out together. My muscles are already fatigued and my limbs tremble. I know I'm going to be sore tomorrow. Sho groans.
My legs feel like they're on fire.
I grunt in sympathy, too tired to respond. Kaori power walks ahead of us.
Class wasn't that hard.
Sho and I stare at each other. I whisper to him. How is she doing that right now?
She's a cyborg, a human mecha hybrid.
Makes sense to me. Once we're outside, Sho waves goodbye.
Well, that was fun. I got some stuff to take care of, though. I'll catch you on the flip side, Kaori, Mr. Broseph.
Same. I'll talk to you guys later.
We all say goodbye. Oh, so this is where I think this is. I feel like this might be the save I loaded. Wait, so I did get further? I don't know. Well, that's that one. Let's save it. That one there. There we go. So 9 minutes, 9, 10. So 15 there, 15 there, and then 25. So we're about 35 minutes, I would say. Not too bad. Let's continue. Who shall we see next? I won't stream for too long, just because I want to get some food. And plus, I don't want to do the visual novel for like hours and hours. You know, I want to like, you know, slowly chip away at it, right? Because, you know, visual novels, you know, I'm reading the dialogue, you know, and I may not be I'm not exactly, you know, a professional, but I do try to, you know, put on a voice and read it and, you know, and go the full disc to try and add as much content, or, you know, try and add as much to it, you know, as possible, right? Obviously, I'm only reading my own character's lines and the internal monologue, you know, narration and all that, but you know, I might talk about something that happened, right? But you know, it's. I don't want to go for like 2-3 hours, right? Plus, that's a lot to watch content-wise, right? I can understand someone watching this for like an hour and a half, right? Especially when it's a visual novel. Maybe 30 minutes to an hour, maybe, right? But an hour and a half is like pushing it. But I'll go between like an hour and a half. So I'll probably do like one more encounter and then leave it at that. Again, I know it's not a super long stream, but at least I did one. At least, you know, I got around to doing one this week. Oh, and in other news, I got a PSVR 2. So I don't know if I'll stream PSVR, because obviously it's not PC compatible. There are people who have made the PSVR compatible for PC with unofficial support, and there is a dev working, at least one dev who has worked on getting the PSVR 2 to be detected on PC, and which is a big hurdle. So now that it's being detected on PC, now they've got to like reverse engineer the hardware to like develop software for it and stuff. So we're getting close to that. We're getting close to like PSVR 2 to work on PC. I think maybe what the article is from like a good couple months ago, so I don't know how far we are to it being good to go now, but you know, I do have VR. I don't know if I don't know if I'll do it on. I don't know if I'll stream it. It all depends on, you know. I'm sure there are people who stream PSVR, but I don't know. There have been people who have done it. There have been people who have done it, but I don't know how they went about doing it. Maybe you have to just do it via PlayStation. You just have to stream via PlayStation. So I honestly don't know. I'd have to look into it. But if I can do it, you know, I'll probably do it the same way I did before. Sorry to go into it, but because I know it's the visual novel is the main thing here. But you know, I talk a lot, is what I do. But I did stream. I think I streamed Marvel Avengers at one point on stream, and I think I played it on console, but I streamed it via remote play. And I think maybe I even played a little bit of Spider-Man as well. Okay, I did them via remote play. So, like I just captured remote play, full screened it, and then did it that way. So you could actually, you know, see the game. So if I can stream it that way, if I can't, and you can only stream to what, and I have to do it via the PS5. And you can only stream to one platform, because unless I can input custom stream settings, in which case I can, you know, do restream. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But you know, I'll look into it. I'll look into it. But so there's no guarantee. But you know, maybe I'll make my stream, you know, fighting games, visual novels, and you know, VR games. You know. So there's like three that I rotate between: fighting games, visual novels, and you know, VR. You know, so technically I'll be a variety streamer, but I'll have like three go-to like types that I go between. Maybe just chatting as a fourth, but you know, you'll know with me, like I'm either playing a fighting game, a music rhythm, I guess music rhythm as well. So it'll be fighting, music rhythm, visual novel, VR, and then just chatting. So anyway, let's continue. We already hanged out with Sho, and I don't care for Valerie or Mayu. I'm not doing their routes. I could replay this, but I'm only doing one playthrough and then moving on to the next game. I'll probably do the next game, Kaori After Story, even though I think that was made after Crystalline. In terms of like their releases, I think Kaori After Story came after Crystalline, but it's a spin-off / successor to Ace Academy. So I'll probably do that one after this one, and then do Crystalline, then Ethereal, Enigma, and then they've got another one coming out now. Pardon me. I've got other visual novels. But I'm not going to replay through every single visual novels. I don't know if I've ever streamed Ace Academy before, to my knowledge. I did stream visual novels back since 2017, but I don't know if I ever streamed Ace Academy. I believe I've streamed every other one of their games, but never Ace Academy. Ethereal Enigma, I streamed it briefly. And technically I did do a full stream of the game, but it was like a very short, bad ending. Like, an ending that you can get because you choose to actually, like, progress the story. So the game just ends. So like a, you know, an abrupt, a bad ending, right? A sudden ending. But let's go with Sho, because, you know, I'm not doing Mayu or Valerie. Maybe Sho's down to hang for a bit. I call him, but the phone rings for a while before it connects. Hey, Show. Hey, Show. Hello, you have reached 1-800 Get Swole. How may I help you today? Say what now? Yeah, how much for an order of swole? I'd like to make like maybe 5 orders of swole, please. Thank you for your patronage. That will be 400 LBS deadlift, 10 reps of 50 LB curls, and a gallon of strawberry flavoured whey. You guys have really raised the prices since my last order. Sorry, customer bro. The economy just isn't what it used to be. I hear you, but as a loyal customer, I deserve a discount. I am here movement on the line.
Hey, sorry about that. One of the guys picked up my phone while I was in the bathroom.
It's okay. Do you have class right now?
Nope.
Let's do something.
Sure, you still on campus?
Yeah, why?
You should come over and meet the brosips.
Sure, I'll be there in a few. Show opens the door and I am assaulted by the stench of cheap Sapporo.
Welcome to mi casa.
Your casa smells like beer and sweat.
That, my friend, is the scent of men.
I never knew. Is that what I smell like? Ah, I take a surreptitious whiff of myself. Real men smell like soap. How else do you expect a lady to get close to you? Show's eyes go wide.
So that's what I've been doing wrong. I'm learning so much.
He grins. I follow Show through the house when suddenly a ball flies at my face.
Bro, watch out!
My arm shoots out and I catch the ball midair.
Dude, that was sick!
A couple of Show's doormates run up to me. Good reflexes, man.
Wait, Show, isn't this guy the pilot on your team?
What a pop. The pop on the mic there.
Yep, that's right.
Bro.
Bro.
Oh, no.
Bro!
Bro!
That's the qualifiers. You were awesome.
The way you took out those 2 gears, your bare fists were badass, bro. It was a close call. I had it in the bag. I'm only going to get better from here. I had it in the bag. Yeah, cocky. Obviously, I'm taking a piss, but yeah. I know. I was pretty awesome, wasn't I? When I saw my teammates go down, I knew it was up to me. My gear powered up like a boss, and you know, I just cleaned house.
Up high, dude.
I high-fived the guy. Reminds me of Scrubs. Let me get back to watching that. We continued down the hall towards Show's room, leaving these brosists back to their game of indoor football. Everywhere I turn, there's at least one empty beer can. The trash can's spilling with trash, and there are takeout boxes left in random areas. Quite the place you got here.
You like it? It feels really genuine, doesn't it?
Maybe a little too genuine.
I guess it can be kind of overwhelming. I really do like it here, though.
Show opens the door to his room, and I'm relieved by how clean it is. There are a few clothes and books scattered around the room, but nothing on the floor. His room is decorated with posters of scantily clad action movie heroes and video game warriors. There's a huge TV face in his bed, and he has a multitude of gaming platforms set up around it. No, he doesn't. Oh, in the corner there. I would say a multitude. Well, I guess more than one. Maybe 2 there. Maybe 3 at push, because I can't see from this angle. Excuse me. I take a seat on his bed while Show sits at his desk. Why do you like it here so much?
I'm surrounded by my brothers.
Take a drink. Oh, flat Dr. Pepper. Still better than nothing, though. Do you have any real bros?
Yeah, just one. He's older.
How much older? Does he go to Ace too?
No, he's way older.
Do you miss him? Show shrugs.
I suppose I do, but not so much in a brotherly way. He was more of a father to me than my father was. He's currently working overseas, though.
Ah. Does he visit often? He's got a brother complex. Do you get to see him much?
Not really. We usually only see him once a year.
I guess living so far away can make visiting difficult. Show nods. He doesn't seem to be too bothered by it.
Anyway, enough about my family. Since you're here, how about a few matches?
Show tosses me a controller. You're on. I kick Show's ass at video games until he has to leave for class. I'm basically done for the day, but I don't feel like going home just yet. I wander the campus aimlessly as I decide what I want to do. Study at the library, check out the quad, hang out in Pilot's Lounge, check out the quad. Let's check out the quad. Gotta check out my baby's doing. It's a gorgeous day and I don't want to be cooped up inside. I'll go to the quad and see what's happening there. I remember briefly passing through the quad last week, so I have a vague idea of how to get there. Maybe I just follow the greenery. So mostly I just follow the greenery. After a few minutes, I spot the open lawn of green grass. A couple of guys are running around the yard, playing some sort of video game. Playing some sort of game. At the same time, a bunch of students are having a picnic in the shade of a giant oak, and a few others are reading on the benches lining the yard. Something flies towards my head, coming dangerously close to my eyes. Catch it again. My body reacts even before I can fully process what's going on, and I reach out and grab the object. It's a frisbee. One of the guys races towards me.
Nice catch, man.
Heh, thanks.
Over here.
The other guy waves at me and gestures me to throw it back. I do, and he leaps into the air, catching it easily.
Nice throw. Sorry about that. Butterfingers here can't aim to save his life.
That's not true. It just slipped a little.
It's okay. The first guy squints at me, then his face lights up in recognition.
Wait a minute. I know you. You're the chick magnet.
What?
Oh, yeah. From the foreign exchange class.
Remember us?
Yeah.
It's awesome that you're here.
An idea dawns on him.
Hey, you want to play with us?
Yeah, you should join us.
I'm not really in the mood. Thanks, but not this time.
Say no more. You've got a hot date, don't you?
A smooth talker like him? Of course he does.
Seriously, what's your secret?
Oh no, not this again. My phone rings and Yuna's name flashes on the screen. Saved by the bell. Sorry, but I'm getting a call.
From a girl?
Yeah, actually. He tapped his nose.
We won't keep you.
But next time, join us.
Sure. We wave goodbye as I answer the phone. Oh, man. Hi, Yuna. How goes the search?
Actually, that's why I called you. I have some good news.
What is it?
I got you an interview.
Already? It's only been a day. How'd you do it?
Lots of phone calls.
I laugh. Thanks, Yuna. This is great.
I know. It's with Warp Tech Corporation.
I nearly dropped the phone. How did you get a major player like Warp Tech interested in us?
I told them the truth. You guys are a strong up-and-coming team. And with the right sponsor there to support you, you'll be unstoppable.
That and they saw the footage of my mech. Huh, thanks. We definitely have an advantage if we had access to Warp Tech's weaponry. When is the interview?
Yeah, about that.
Her hesitation is ominous.
Your interview is tomorrow.
Drop the phone. I'm not going to drop the phone, I'll just laugh. Wow, good one. Any second now, Kashtanucha is going to jump out and we'll all have a good laugh.
Huh?
Wait, this isn't a joke?
No, I'm serious. It's tomorrow, and you need to be there.
I'll need to call my team. I don't even know if they'll be able to make it.
They don't all need to be there. As long as one member of the team is there, the interview can happen.
Did I just just restart the game?
Can you make it?
I need to prepare, especially if I'm going alone.
No, I'll be there. And as a member of the SBA, I'll be taking the lead in presenting your credentials. I've got everything under control.
Alright. I'll make my own preparations tonight and meet you tomorrow.
Great. I'll meet you in front of the library after class.
Thanks again, Yuna. I owe you one.
It was my pleasure.
We both hang up. The first thing I do is send a group text to my team. Got an interview with Corp tomorrow afternoon. Can any of you join? Okay, if can't, I have it under control. A minute after I sent the text, I received a reply. It's from Sho, which is no surprise. He's always freakishly quick to respond. Brosif, I'll be hanging Fritz on the dock plan. I literally have no idea what that means. I text him back. So, you mean... yes? Ha, you're funny. Good luck and let me know how it goes. At least I got an answer. 1 down, 2 more to go. I've still got some time before I need to go home. Oh, we've got Kaori now. Nice. 22, 22, 22, 22. So we go to the next button. And now we're finally at a new save page. Finally. We got no more like saving over old saves. We're now in the new save territory. Or new save territory. Let's at least finish it. Let's at least get to the point where we go home. And then I'll end the stream at that point. And that's like a good like, how long have we been on this game for? I mean, obviously I've been playing the game the entire time, been talking as well, but what's the current session? 58 minutes. So that's like an actual hour of playing the game. So that's like an hour and almost an hour and 20 minutes maybe, depending on how long the section goes of her. So like an hour of playing, 20 minutes of like me waffling. That's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Obviously, no. Next stream, it'll be fighting games and I don't know if probably 2 fighting games back to back. But one of them I'm just gonna learn as I go. Obviously, Mortal Kombat's the main focus right now, but the other one, like, I'm just gonna trial the characters, just try and error, just press buttons, see what happens, and if I feel like I actually really like a character and I like the game, then I'll look more into it. But if I'm not enjoying it and me trying and erroring it is no fun, then I'm not going to put the effort in to learn it, because if I'm not organically enjoying it, then there's no point me putting any effort and doing all the research, when I don't like it. So we'll see how that goes, at some point in the week. Again, I might stream tomorrow, but we'll see. I might just like take the most of its week off. I might just use this as like, a week, just take like a week off. And cause I was streaming quite often last week and maybe the week before. Like, I've been streaming fairly, last week, maybe the week before, I was streaming fairly often. So, me, even though it's been a hectic week, and that's part of the reason, mostly the reason I took time off, but me taking time off isn't the worst thing, and me like taking tomorrow off as well isn't the worst thing in the world, especially when I do this as a hobby. I don't want to burn myself out. Right, Kaori, I think, because she's the main one I'm focusing on. I'm finally done with classes for the day. For some reason, I'm strangely tired and don't feel much like hanging around campus. I'll go home and rest up. I walk to the parking lot and spot my bike where I left it. As soon as I reach it, a sleek white car pulls up and blocks the exit. The car has tinted windows and looks like something way out of my price range. As I can only see the back of the car, I guess that might be a Panther. Although the engine is still running, there's no movement from the car. That's kind of weird. Are they waiting for someone? If so, I wish they'd pick a different spot. How am I supposed to leave if they're blocking the exit? Besides, wouldn't it make more sense to pick up someone closer towards campus, not in the heart of the parking lot? I hop on my bike as I ponder these questions. Just as I'm about to back out, the passenger door opens and a smooth leg steps out. Following the leg is a cute girl with red hair. Wait a minute. That's Carrie. Duck out of the way. Stay still. Duck out of the way. If I don't move, she can't see me. I pause on my bike, ready to watch the scene unfold. I'm far enough away that Carrie won't spot me. The driver's side door opens and an older man steps out. He looks European. Definitely not Japanese. I guess he's in his mid-30s. And I can tell he keeps in shape by the way his shirt clings to his biceps. He reaches into the back of the car and hands Carrie a bag. With a wide smile, he envelops her into a hug. I wait for the inevitable slap, but it never happens. Instead, Carrie accepts the hug without protest. How is she so calm right now? She's even smiling back at him. He tries to linger in the hug, but Carrie gently pulls away and waves goodbye to him. The man waves back as he returns to his car and drives off. As she heads back towards the campus, her path leads her straight to the parked bike. So, as she heads back towards the campus, her path leads her straight to my parked bike. Hey, Carrie. She jumps slightly at my voice.
Oh, it's you.
So I don't feel like I said that very well. Either way. She glances behind her and sighs with relief when the white car is nowhere in sight.
What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. I mean, that's not my... I don't know. It's being cheeky, but... I don't know. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think the better question is, what are you doing here? Carrie crosses her arms.
I asked you first.
But I know your answer will be infinitely more interesting than mine.
You're wrong. I'm just going to my dorm.
Oh, okay. Well, what are you up to today?
Does it matter?
I'm just curious. I want to learn more about... Sorry. I'm just curious, so I want to learn more about you. Her expression softens slightly, and I think I see a faint blush of pink on her cheeks.
It's nothing. Just a thing I went to.
Kara is being really evasive. Well, I'm curious as to who that man was. It's obvious she doesn't want to talk about it. Continue to pry. Leave it alone. I'll pry a little bit, but if I can tell, if we get the classic Carrie, you know, pushback, then obviously, I'll be like, all right, I get the point. Uh-huh. And did you go to this thing alone? Carrie looks sharply at me and her body tenses.
Why?
No reason. Just that you and your ride seemed pretty close. Carrie's face reddens. So Carrie's face turns white, but her voice stays level.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, Carrie has a boyfriend. It's probably her dad, but we don't know that. Let's be cheeky. I knew there had to be a reason you were able to resist my manly charm. She narrows her eyes.
What?
You're into the more mature types.
Huh?
You know, someone who's been around the block once or twice. She pauses and her mouth drops open in shock.
You're such an idiot!
You don't have to be embarrassed. It's only natural that needs come up.
Shut up! It's not like that!
Then what is it like?
It's none of your business. So just drop it.
Kari seems snappier than usual. I must have hit a nerve. Okay, I'm sorry.
Whatever. It's fine. I need to go though.
Yeah, okay. I'll see you later. She barely waves goodbye and heads towards the campus dorms. Wonder what that was all about. As Kaori is out of view, I kick my bike into gear and head home. As soon as I get home, Nikki jumps off the couch and greets me.
There you are. What took you so long?
What? She has her hands on her hips and taps her foot impatiently. Did I forget we had plans tonight? Run! Turn it around on her. Fucking cover! I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna bolt it. I dropped my stuff on the floor and opened the front door when Nikki grabbed my collar.
Hey! Where are you going?
Loosening my balance, I fall backwards. Nikki's face hovers above me. It's not my fault. Don't be angry.
Why did you run?
I forgot we had plans.
Huh? We didn't make plans.
Oh. Nikki helps me back to my feet. Then why were you waiting for me?
Well, I have some exciting news.
You're adopted. I knew it. Nikki sits down on the couch and I follow her. What is it?
Remember when you suggested I start a cooking club at school?
Yeah.
I took your advice and spoke with the school administration, and they loved the idea. I already have a teacher who's agreed to sponsor the club, and a few of my classmates have approached me asking if they could join.
That's awesome, Nikki.
I know. I was thinking of structuring it so that we can learn a new dish each week, and anyone can share a dish, so it's not just me leading everything. Our first meeting is next week, and I thought I could start us off by teaching something simple and non-Japanese.
She pauses and looks thoughtfully at me.
What do you think I should make?
Sushi, sandwich, salad. You could, I think a simple sandwich, that's simple to make, ingredients are easy to get, and bread is so, you can get different types of bread, but, you know, if, you know, bread is really plain and it's like a good base and you can put anything in it. Not everybody likes sushi, but you can put anything you want in a sandwich and you can choose your own bread, so. A salad, so, I mean, you can put anything in the sushi as well, but sushi, you know, is kind of like rice is the base, and if you don't like rice, you know, not everybody likes rice. So, I think a sandwich. Make sandwiches. Everyone loves sandwiches.
Yeah. Because everyone already knows how to make them.
Maybe they know how to make normal sandwiches, but not necessarily the fancy tiny ones that are gone one bite.
You mean finger sandwiches?
Jeez, Nikki, that's morbid.
Let me guess. Those are the only foods you can make.
Of course not. I know how to make mac and cheese.
Eating stuff from a box? That's not cooking.
I can make spaghetti.
Uh-huh. Maybe you should join our club.
Maybe you should join our club. And that is my cue to leave.
No, don't go. I was just kidding.
I laugh. Uh-huh. I know, but I've got some studying I need to do anyway.
Okay.
Congratulations on getting your club started. I bet it'll end up being the most popular club in your school.
Thanks. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I like having a smallish size group so we can all interact easily. But having a larger group means more exposure to new foods. Anyway, that's getting way ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. You still need to decide what you're going to do for your first meeting.
Some help you've been.
I laugh and begin to head upstairs. You know you still love me.
That's what you think.
She waves goodbye anyway. Once in my room, I settled down at my desk and begin collecting research and statistics I can present at the interview. I want to be well informed, especially if I'm going to be representing my team. Wait, did Kari or Mayu ever respond to my text? A quick check on my phone shows me they did. I open Mayu's text first. I hope it doesn't cause you much trouble if I don't go, but I have a previous engagement and can't make it. Best of luck. I shrug. At least she was nice about it. Next, I open Kari's text. Why did you schedule the interview so soon? Of course I can't make it. Don't mess this up. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Kari, and I didn't schedule it myself. That was what I was given. Kind of a, this is your appointment time. Take it or leave it. Like my hospital appointment. And I tried to argue, but the woman wasn't having any of it. She's like, no, you got to be here tomorrow. It's urgent. Like, oh, whatever, fine, I'll make it work. I believe I said that earlier. At least Yuna will be there to back me up. I read over my notes a few more times until I'm confident about what I'll say. Then I head to bed early so I can be well rested tomorrow. Okay. I'll do it. I'll pause it here so that way, you know, we can have that nice little wake up animation. Alright. There we go. So that's that. Could have left it there with that music playing, but we can you know, we can do that music again next time. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. Sorry, you know, that it took a little bit for me to get into the actual stream itself, but you know, I was wanting to update everybody on why I was gone for basically the whole week. Obviously, not everybody's going to see the update, but I mean, not everybody, you know, who watches me, you know, is necessarily going to want to watch me play the visual novel. You know, it's probably maybe you know, some that maybe might like to watch me play fighting games, some that like to watch me play visual novels, but you know, but yeah, thanks so much for watching. You know, I appreciate you being here, whether you're lurking, you know, got me just background noise, you know, audio only, first mono, second mono, whatever. If I'm your sort of entertainment to any extent, I appreciate you being here so much. Appreciate you being here. Thank you. Sorry again, so I was gone the whole week. Obviously, it was a hectic week, and you know, then you know, I was like, well, you know, obviously I was supposed to take something Sunday off, but then I had stream, so but Monday I think maybe, and then obviously, you know, hectic week, so you know, I just thought I'd just take the week off. Plus, you know, I was getting into Exo Primal, which definitely isn't the best game in the world. It's alright, I like it, but it's definitely got room to grow. Like it's not a complete game. It's not a £50 game. It's an early access game at best. Well, I'd say like a polished early access game. But yeah, anyway, thanks so much for watching. Have a good rest of your weekend. If you're working, it sucks, but hopefully you still enjoy your weekend anyway. I might see you tomorrow. I might stream tomorrow. Maybe stream some fighting games tomorrow. But if I don't, as I said, I might just you know take the majority of this week off. But at least I got the visual novel streaming. I did at least one stream this week, even if it was only for an hour and a half. At least it was better than nothing. But again, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Take care, have a good one, and obviously I'll see you guys next Saturday for part 6. And we'll go to that interview, and hopefully we can get the sponsorship. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. This has been subscribe. Take care, have a good rest of your weekend. I think I will take tomorrow off, so I'll see you guys Monday onwards. I don't know if I'll stream Monday, but Monday onwards I'll pick a day and you know stream. Maybe I'll probably stream like maybe 2-3 times next week. The visual novel stream, and maybe 2 times outside of that. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. Take care, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.